What's up, Shadow Twerkers? It's Ty Samoa, and I'm back with not a daily video, but like a regular video. I don't even know what to call this video. We're gonna call it a check-in for now. And I just wanted to check in. Hey, Yanni. Hey, Lil Rochelle. Welcome, y'all. So I just wanted to check in and just talk to y'all. I promised y'all earlier I would go live. Yay! Oh! Welcome. I just wanted to just talk to y'all, okay? Because I don't know about y'all, but for me, it's been crazy couple days. It's been crazy, and I'm just, trying to stay inspired, trying to stay uplifted, trying to breathe, take everything one step at a time. But things have been hard. But I can't even really focus on that. Like, despite things being hard, it's like much easier for me to just focus on what I want now than it was this time last year. Because y'all already know, this time last year, shit was super fucked up. Like, shit was out of control, fucking crazy. Like, and then this year, it's still fucked up. It's still out of control, kind of crazy. But the way that I feel about it, the way that I approach it, the way that I look at it is completely different, completely different. So knowing that, I'm like, I expect something different. I expect something better. So I wanted to share with y'all too. You agree? Wow. So we here. Okay, Lil Rochelle. We here. For real. Like, that's how I feel, Like, I feel like shit is still kind of going on. Shit is still crazy. Shit is still all over the fucking place. But this time I feel better. This time I feel stronger. This time I feel like I can handle the shit. This time I feel like I look at niggas and I'm like, bruh, you tried it. You tried it. What's up? Get the step in. Welcome to the live. You be on point with everything. Thank you. I be trying to catch your lives. I'm gonna try. I was just talking about that earlier. I'm gonna try to go live a little bit more, like random kind of, and just to talk to y'all, tell y'all how I feel. Because in the morning, I know when I go live in the morning, I try to keep it like upbeat, try to keep it like happy, as much as possible, because it's in the morning. Like, who the fuck want to hear some sad shit in the morning? Nobody. Right? But at the same time, when it get dark, and even after some of those lives, like, real life happens, and like, we still gotta get through that shit. We still gotta navigate that shit. And I'm still a human, okay? I'm not always sunshine and rainbows. I'm not, but I want to be. I try to be, and I think I do a good job, every day I try. But yeah. Yes, throughout the day type shit. Yes, okay. Well, that makes me happy to hear, because I honestly didn't even know if anybody was going to hop on. So shout out to y'all for even hopping on, because it's some stuff I kind of want to talk about, but I don't even know where to start. So I was just telling Yanni that y'all already know the situation about like the whole homelessness shit, blah, blah, blah. That I talk about that a lot because that was my worst fear. Like, if I could list all my fears, it would be homeless, spiders, homeless. Like, it would be like that, or like no food. Like, it would be like that. And it just impacted me like so heavily. And it's like, now I'm kind of facing the same situation, but this time I'm not like, oh my God, like, which hotel are we gonna go to next? Or, oh my God, like, whose house are we gonna like stay at next? Or like, what I'm saying? I can't even think like that no more. And as weird as I be feeling, like, I cannot help but to picture my house. I cannot help but to picture a deed in my hand with my name on it. I can't help but to picture a $1 million, multi-million-dollar house, for real. Because I keep trying to fit into $1 million house, but when I write out what I want my house to look like, $1 million don't fit that. And I'm okay with that. I can't even focus on the money no more, because like, even going through everything that we went through, I had to detach myself from how I even looked at money. Let me see. I like readings and I actually want to do it. Oh yeah, let's go. Do because I have a spiritual feeling and I already read based off energy. Like, it really be resonating to me. Situations like everything you talk about is basically me. I'm gonna tell you some real shit, Rochelle. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. Girl, half the time, I don't know what the fuck I be reading, okay? But I know that it's coming from my intuition, and you are me and I am you. We are mirrors of one another. So whenever you do read, like, that's why it's easy to read energy. Like, a lot of people can read energy better than they think. You just gotta pay attention and you gotta know yourself. So the more you know yourself, the more you can know another person. Because we talk about this all the time in the morning live. Like, everything you see outside of you, you have attracted, you have created, you have thought of, whether you think you did or not. We talk about this all the time, right? So even you talking to me, like, you manifested this. You know, I manifested this. I wanted people to come in here. I want people to talk to me. I want people that are like-minded, on the same page as me, that kind of feel the same way. Because honestly, even going live every day, that's something I pushed myself to do. That's something I challenged myself to do. So I'm going to challenge you to do the same thing. If you don't have a deck already, get you a deck. Find something that resonates with you. Like, I got a couple of them now. You know, it's fun. I love tarot. I love energy. I love speaking to people. I love helping people. Shit, I love helping myself. Who don't? You know? And I feel like every time, I feel like I said this on a live before, I'm not sure. But every time I read, generally, to keep it a stack, I'm reading me. But that's any tarot reader, for real. Like, any tarot goes as far as your intuition goes. So whoever you read from, or even you as a reader, as you read for other people, you can only read somebody as far as you know, or you have gone, or you have experienced. That could be like a literal experience. It could be a 4D experience, like a dream, or an imaginary thing that you've done, or the imaginary scenario that you've created. There's a lot of power. There's a lot of power in reading energy for people, or even speaking on energy, even speaking, period. Like, anything we say has so much power and so much, like, vibration, so much behind it, that it's important that if you read for yourself or other people, be mindful of what you say. Like, really start to pay attention to what you say. Like, some readers, because before I read tarot, I would listen to a lot of readers, because I was like, well, damn, like, how do they do it? Is it something, like, is it a secret? Like, you know, are they listening to spirits and shit? Like, you know, some do, some don't. You know, every reader is different, for real. Like, every reader is different. For me, like I said, I read myself. I read the energy around me. So if you resonate with me, that makes sense, because mirror, right? But if you don't, you don't, and that's okay. And I'm okay with that. But I feel like just get started. If this is something you want to do, I highly encourage it. I highly encourage you to just get started. Black Mirror, yes. Yes. But I just learned, culture, and I wanted to talk about him too. I got this new spiritual guide / teacher / god mom, god dad kind of situation going on, y'all. Culture, Kilel is a fucking legend. So shout out to Kilel, shout out to Goddess. But they were talking last night on Clubhouse, and I think it was last night, right, Yanni? Last night, and Yanni and I were listening to them. They were speaking on this, what is the topic called? Gematria, which is basically code, like numbers and code. Don't give me the line. It's called gematria, okay? I'm still learning the shit. But he said that the mirror, like, we already know how the mirror works. He said that the movie theater is one of the most classic forms of using a black mirror. And what did he mean by that? You think about it. Everybody go into this dark room, okay? And then at first, before the movie come on, you're looking at a black screen, a black mirror. You're looking at yourself, you're looking at others, and now you're waiting to be told a story. You're waiting to go to another world. You're waiting to go to another dimension. And I was like, yo, that's wild. I never looked at movie theaters that way. Let me see. Cali Eyes. Hey, Cali Eyes 3. Welcome to the live, Shawty. What are you doing? But yeah, like when he said that, I was like, yo, that's wild. That's wild. It's basically magic. Basically magic. I feel like any story that anybody tells, it could be a fucking movie, it could be, I don't know, a lie, it could literally be anything. Any story, any use of words to show images or to provoke an image in the mind, anything that can affect the mind is magic. Period. So watching a movie is like watching a magical ritual, low key, like whatever it is that the movie is about. Now you're immersing yourself in that world. You're subjecting your subconscious to whatever thoughts that you're seeing, good or bad, you know, it's whatever. It's whatever. Let me see. I just looked at it as a movie theater. That's what the fuck I said. I was like, bruh, you telling me the movie theater is magic? Damn. Whole time you think you watching a movie. Nah. Nah, not even close. Not even close. But yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna put one of his posts in the story. I highly suggest checking out his page, because just scrolling through his page, bruh, I learned so much. But he did, I'm gonna have to ask him what the reading was, but he did like our numerology readings, Yanni and I, yesterday. And I think, hold on, I wrote it down. Like my life path number, I think, is number 8. I'm getting into numerology, y'all, so I'm still learning. If y'all want to learn, like, we could learn together. We can maybe do some videos or some lives where we talk about it. We take some notes and we study and shit. Study group. But yeah, so he was doing this, right? And then it got to like the last part of the reading, and he started saying like random. If to me it felt random, like it felt like random, like signs and symbols that you, depending on your name and your life path number and all your numbers, right, you see different signs and symbols throughout your life. So for me, some of my shit, like when I say every single random thing he said, just I have seen, I have heard on like multiple occasions, like I can't even deny it. Like it was just mostly in dreams. So like mostly for me in like the spiritual realm, and then like the older I get or the more I get into the spiritual realm, like it's more common to me, and now I know what some of these things mean. But some of them I didn't know what the fuck it meant. Like Donald Trump, I was like, what the fuck? Donald Trump? Why is that in my reading? I was like, are you sure you wanna do that one again? I think that one might be an outlier. I don't know about that one, but even just hearing that, I was like, okay, well, damn. I don't really do politics. I don't do politics. But it did kind of prompt me to want to do some research. Like I got a couple NFL teams. I'm like, I don't know shit about football, but quarterback and running back, linebacker, touchdown. You know? But let me see. Can you hand me my notebook, please? The blue one. Thank you. But I was trying to take notes, and my notes look like this. It was just like so much like coming to me at once that I just psh. But one thing I noticed that I thought was really cool, let me see, I only know touchdown, and that's all. Same, for real, girl, for real. Don't get me to lying. I'm like, bro, why I got these football teams on here? Let me see. Y'all might know some of these football teams. Ram Patriots, or Patriot Rams, or maybe they're separate. Jesus. Okay, the way my notes is set up, I can't tell what's together and what's not. But one thing I thought was interesting about some of these random words, I'm gonna have to ask him what the random words even mean. I'm calling them random words. I'm pretty sure they actually have a term. And I learned the term, I'm gonna share it with you. But my life path number 8. My destiny number 9. Let me see. A heart's desire or core urge number is number 8. And then my personality number is number 1. For those of you that know numerology, y'all probably know more of what that means than I do. I'm still learning. But what I thought was interesting about these like random words was that a lot of them had to, like, they, to me, they alluded to like the beginning and the end of something. The beginning and the end of something. Like time servant is one that felt like, I don't know, in the middle. Last position was one. Let me see. Disrupt timeline. That's one. Like infinite. That's one. Like just stuff with time. And I was just like, yo, what the fuck? Like that was, it was just really, really interesting to me, because the first thing that came to mind in retrospect, like afterwards, the first thing that came to mind to me was what I do here on Shadow Twerk Tarot, where I basically read myself, and I feel like I disrupt, first of all, my own timeline, because I'm acknowledging where I'm at, and now I have a choice to see something in a different way or multiple different ways. I have a choice to go a different route, go a different timeline, go a different way, if that makes sense. And I just, words. I'm not sure, y'all. I just thought it was really interesting, because then like the more people that are starting to listen to my videos, they're telling me things like that, where they're like, yo, this came at the right time. Like, wow, I needed this. Wow, I don't know how I found you, but like you changed this, or you helped this, or, you know, this was like just time. This was right on time. Or I was about to do this the last time, and now I heard this. And I'm like, damn, this is kind of crazy. Like, this is kind of crazy. Like, what is this, you know? And I just thought it was really interesting. Like, really, really, really interesting. Another interesting thing that he said, I wrote down Big Bang, and he referred to the Big Bang as like a heartbeat, or like the original heartbeat. And I thought that was beautiful. I just thought that was beautiful. I was like, bro, can you imagine that? Like, boom, galaxies. like that is cool. That's cool to me. Another one he said, I'm gonna write on this one. He said morning star. But not like morning, like rise and shine, morning, like tears, you know? And I was like, damn, that's inspiring. That's inspiring, because the first thing I thought of when he said morning star was the story I am writing. Some of y'all know, some of y'all don't know. That's over on Phase Comics, so make sure you check it out. I call it Light Rain, but it's basically the story of my spiritual journey, but like in child form, because my goal is for it to be for children, but obviously adults watch things with their children, and I want to impact their inner child, if that makes sense. So everybody will be affected. But yeah, so I have this chapter I call Stormy Tears, but I'm thinking to change that chapter name to Morning Star. I'm not sure. I just thought it was really, really interesting. Let me see. Higher frequency. Let me see. Let me just read some of these out loud, and then y'all tell me. It's the laugh for me. Well, thank you. Thank you. Yo, some people's lives really make me laugh. Let me see. Can I pin this? Oh, boom. I can pin this. Nice. I appreciate that, though. That makes me smile, to know that my smile makes you smile or makes you laugh, because, girl, laughter is the best medicine. Laughter just makes you feel good. You know, you laughing at my laugh or smiling with me, or however you want to call it. Like, girl, we manifesting so much shit together right now. Let me laugh again. Let me find something to make me laugh. Somebody made me laugh. I'm going to read some of these, and I want y'all to drop in the comments if any of them stand out to you or resonate with you. Okay, now bear with me, because my notes are all over the fucking place, but let's go. Algebra. Okay, I'm going to stop on that one, because what he said about algebra, it made me laugh. And I thought it was kind of cool because he was like, algebra is about solving for the unknown. And a lot of people don't like to deal with the unknown. A lot of people don't like to venture into the unknown. Like in this deck, let me see if I can find it. The moon card, like how, if y'all watch the lives in the morning, you probably know what this card look like. But it's like a cave right in front of them, just like straight darkness. And then they look like they're scared, like they don't want to go into it, like they're afraid. And then they just kind of stop and are staring at the moon. And the moon deals with secrets and things that have yet to be revealed, aka the unknown. And then behind them, there's also this shadowy thing. God damn, where's the moon card? I gotta go through the whole deck to find the moon card. Oh, wow. Can you believe that it was the one on top? I should have just started at the top. But this card, like, going into the unknown, a lot of people don't want to do that, or don't like to do that, or even with themselves. So since we were talking about reading, like reading for other people or reading for yourself, you got to do your own algebra. You got to solve for you. Who are you? Who do you want to be? Why do you want to be that person? When do you plan on being that person? What does that person look like? How do they sound? How do they act? How do they move? How do they respond to people? How do they deal with rejection? How do they deal with the past? Like, who are you? And I thought that was interesting. Algebra. Let me see. Algebra. I definitely been practicing algebra to get my math back up. Oh, girl, don't give me the lion on my math. I used to love math. I still love math. I just haven't done it like that in a long time unless I'm counting up a check. But let's see. Blue butterfly. Blue butterfly. Let me see. Frank Underwood. I don't even know who that is. The Black Plague. Red Jasper Stone. The number 24. Disrupt Timeline. Let me see. Who is the enemy? Minister Mason. Last position. Rite of passage. Not Down syndrome. I had to write that one down because I was like, what? Distrust. Cast out demons. Healthy genetic code. October 11th. If somebody say that's their birthday, I'm gonna fucking scream. Let me see. Mother, sister. Spider disappearing. July 18th. Matter of fact, I meant to watch my July 18th reading. I'll probably do it after this live. Time servant. Anthony Fauci. I think that's how you say his name. Communication. The speed of thought. Eschatology. Whatever that means. Well, he said that it means the end of times, or like wanting to study or know, the study of end times, or the study of the ending of things, or Ragnarok. I've heard of Ragnarok. I gotta look into it though. Let me see. I'm finna be 21 next month. Hey, I'm finna turn 24. I've been seeing blue butterflies. You've been seeing blue butterflies? For real? I feel time servant. Ooh, interesting. Wow. I don't know if I've ever seen a blue butterfly. I think the only time I've seen a blue butterfly is in the game Life is Strange. Do you play video games? Because if you do, I would recommend, and if you see blue butterflies, I would recommend playing the game Life is Strange. It's really cool. It's a decision-based game, and what that means is the ending of the game depends on what decisions you've made throughout the game. So like everybody can have different endings, and it's really cool. But they have this prominent depiction of a blue butterfly throughout the game that, like, you know, guides you or like helps you or shows that there's this, a ripple in time or an effect with time. But that's a different story. So let's see. Unaware knower. death to the Chinese. I was like, what the fuck? I've never thought to kill Chinese people. He was like, do you like Chinese food? I was like, no. Let me see. 6 is religion. Been there, done that. I am the New Jerusalem. Ancient gym. Seattle Seahawks. And then, let me see. Post nightclub. War on black people. House in Miami. Multiplicity. And there was a lot more, but he was saying I'm so fast, my hands could only write but so fast. But those are some ones that I got from my reading. So to hear that some of them resonate with y'all is interesting to me. That's interesting. Because this sounds like a bunch of random words, right? It's like fucking Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams. What? I don't know shit about Wendy Williams. Like, what? Let me see. Yeah, girl, I couldn't write all mine down either. Me neither. But that's why I'm glad that it's recorded. Matter of fact, I'm going to see if I can save it. I don't know where I can post it, but I'm going to see if I can save it and share it with y'all so that y'all can hear my reading. And y'all can even probably jump in and get one of your own where he shares, let me see, your life path number, your destiny number, your heart's desire number, your personality number, and your Sumerian cipher. Don't get me to lying on what any of these mean. I'm going to be looking them up. I'm going to be learning. This is like me being introduced to them and introducing them to you. But then he also breaks down like what number you may or may not, or numbers you may or may not see a lot as like, you know, guidance or signs and synchronicities. So the 3 numbers I got, well, everybody gets all numbers, right? But like we see some more than others. So I got 8 at 39%, 9 at 17%, and then the number 3. Matter of fact, earlier, if I'm not mistaken, we got 333 in today's reading. It's 3 people in the live right now. Like, you know, like this, like, oh, now it's 4. Hey, Mary, yours truly. Welcome to the Legendary Live. Shawty, what's that? Welcome. But yeah, a lot of those were interesting. And oh, he also does your karmic debt number. And I thought that was really interesting. I was so scared. But my karmic debt is 0. So I'm not here to repay no shit or to like, you know, do something over or whatever the fucking case is. Which means that I'm here, allegedly, I'm here to create. So let me do that. But yeah, I just thought that was really interesting. I wanted to talk about that. I wanted to ask y'all if y'all have any questions for me, because I feel like I do a lot of the talking. So I did want to open these lives too, like these, you know, random time lives that I'm gonna start doing for y'all to ask me questions or to, you know, let's talk. I wanted to pretty much be both ways. I'm not gonna do it tonight because I don't really fucking feel like doing it tonight, but I also want to start doing free readings sometimes when I feel like it for people who are interested. But the only catch is that it's going to be free if you go live with me. I got to see you. You got to be here. Okay, so I want it to be more of a conversation and just kind of connecting and, you know, being together or feeling together, because I honestly don't really even like the idea of like doing readings without seeing the person or talking to the person. Like, I just think it's kind of weird to like, you ask your question and then you don't even have any interaction with the person. I just think that's really fucking weird. I'm not saying it can't be done. I just think it's weird. I would want it to be more personal. I want to see you. So that's just me. But yeah, y'all let me know if y'all have any questions for me. If not, I'm gonna pull some oracles for us for right here, right now, in the moment, and see what's up. Keep us going, because like I said, how I started, not jealousy, but why I started the live is because I was a little bit anxious, y'all. Like, I was a little bit nervous, I was a little bit stressed, I was feeling kind of weird, feeling some type of way, but I feel so much better now. Like, I felt better after talking with Yanni about it, for real. But just staying motivated be hard sometimes. Like, staying upbeat, staying uplifted. So to have a community, or to have people that love you and support you and that, you know, nourish you and encourage you is everything. So the more that we can do this for one another, I feel like it would be really good for everybody. And to even have an outlet where we can pretty much talk about shit that may be uncomfortable for us to acknowledge or to talk about. Like I was saying earlier, Culture, he's basically my dad now. He's like my god dad. Him and his wife or his girlfriend, whoever she is, they're basically my parents. And I expressed that to them, and even expressing that to them, they started sharing some stuff with me. And then, like, the spiritual alignment is crazy. Like, it really blows my mind. It blows my mind, and I'm channeling all of it into my story at Phase Comics. But yeah, let's see. Not make a masterpiece again, bro. We got this in today's reading. And investors. Ooh, make a masterpiece, investors, and then bottom of the deck, spellbound. Spellbound just reminds me of that movie theater we was just talking about, being in the movies, or just the mirror, period. Like, what are you looking at? What are you seeing? What do you see when you see you? What kind of environment do you have? What kind of environment do you want to be in? You know? Spellbound. What spells are binding you? And then, are they good or bad? Dang, why did that feel blocked? Okay. I'm debating on if I want to post this live on YouTube or not. What y'all think? Should I post it on YouTube? Not the same fucking card. Turkey spirit. Give with gratitude and grace. I was really confident. That we would get a different energy. Swan spirit, time for a deep dive. Why is it the same shit? Like, same shit, same day. That's funny. Elephant spirit, learn from the past. Moth spirit, surrender now. Let me see. What inspired you? Share. What inspired you to do tarot readings? Was it based on reality, or are you going with what your instincts or intuition say? What inspired me to do tarot readings? What inspired me to get into tarot originally, honestly, was relationships. And like what that looked like, how my relationships would play out. Because for those of you that like know me, or if you're getting to know me, it was hard for me to deal with how I felt about things. So I looked for guidance. I looked outside of myself to see how I feel. And that sounds ridiculous. Now that I say it now, like now I say it out loud and I look at it. But what got me to actually do tarot readings was when I wanted to start looking inside myself. and I wanted to see what I thought. So at first, I listened to a lot of readers to see what their interpretations of different cards is and what it means. But for real, all tarot is looking at a picture or looking at life, because that's how we read energy too. It's, you know, looking at something, formulating a thought in your mind and dealing with that thought, or understanding that thought, or banishing that thought, expanding on that thought. Is it something that you want? So even in just looking at this picture, we could all come up with different ways of seeing this. And that's what tarot is. That's what tarot is, for real. Like, some people think it's like mystical, magical, voodoo, hoodoo type shit, and it's really not. It's just you seeing what's inside of you. Like they say, out of the heart, the mouth speaks. So whatever it is that's in your heart as a reader, you're gonna see in the card. So that's why kind of, for me, when I first started watching and listening to and delving into tarot, I started to notice that a lot of the people I was listening to were only saying toxic shit. Like I remember, I remember this one reading. Yanni might remember too. I want to say her name. What the fuck is her name? Something Star or Sunstar 555. And every time she saw the Empress, she'd be like, "Oh, somebody pregnant. Oh, somebody's baby daddy." Like, you know what I'm saying? Or like some wild shit. And I was just like, bruh, that can't be all that the Empress means. Like, you know, like every single reading, every single time, that was all she would say. So I was like, bruh, why do your readings drain me? You know? Like, this don't feel good. So then, understanding that, I was like, all right, let me start doing my own readings, because I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way. And then it started to really dawn on me that I can't really look outside of myself the way that I was trying to. So that's pretty much what inspired me to do tarot. And even now, tarot is something that I've done now for like some years, but going live, whew, that's something I started this year. Hey Steph Hubs, welcome to the live. But yeah, going live for tarot is something I started this year, technically on January 1st. And I told myself, I started with Yanni, I told myself that this was going to be my spiritual practice. This was going to be something I stuck to every day to develop this muscle or develop this skill and to get better. Because with anything, if you want to get better at it, you got to practice, right? Like, you got to put in some work. So every morning at 9:30 a.m. or a little bit later, because, you know, sometimes CP time, but but every morning, you know, I do that, and I check. Shit, can y'all hear me? That was an alarm. I hope y'all can still hear me. But yeah, that's pretty much how I got started. And I was still for people who aren't, ready to do that yet, like if you're not ready to read for yourself yet, I do think it's okay to ask for somebody to help you understand your energy, or to help you see, or to give you an alternative perspective. It's pretty much how I see tarot. Like, when you get a tarot reading, I feel like it's somebody giving you an alternative perspective to what may or may not be going on with you. Because it is energy. Okay, yes, can still hear you. Glorious. Woo! Excellent. but yeah, like, that's pretty much why I got into tarot, is because I wanted to understand myself better, and to see what it is that I can come up with, what it is that I can create. Because like I said, anytime you even talk to somebody, they're planting seeds in you. They're putting shit in your spirit. Whether it's good or bad is really up to you and the person. Mostly the person is speaking. So I try to make sure that when I speak, I'm speaking life, I'm speaking happiness, I'm speaking health, wealth, prosperity. Like, you know, I'm speaking things that I would want for me and I would want for you. You know, everybody don't do that. Everybody don't do that. So it's like having, I would say, be discerning and be selective and not even just in tarot, just period, on who it is that you allow to speak to you, or to what is it? Michael Todd. I really like him. He's a preacher on, I can't even just say on YouTube because I found him on YouTube, but he's a preacher, and he did this sermon, and he was like, you know, who has your ear? Like, who is in your ear, like telling you things, because again, this is going directly to your mind, and your mind is what's creating your reality. Let me see. So, do you think that it's a guardian angel speaking to you? I feel like that depends. Sometimes I do feel like I get messages from like my ancestors or angels, or even sometimes my higher self. But for the most part, I want to say, for me, I feel like it's my higher self, or the me I want to be, the me I aspire to be, the me that I'm growing into every day. And for me, when I first started going live, even before people started hopping in on my lives, like I said, it was me hyping myself up, encouraging myself, and speaking life to myself. Like, we all go through the same things every year. You just get a little bit better, you get a little bit stronger. Sometimes you get exponentially stronger, exponentially better, you know? But the cycle is the same. Like, people are talking about a recession right now. Recessions come and go, right? It's a cycle. But every time that you encounter one end or the other, what are you thinking? How do you feel? What are you telling yourself? Are you telling yourself that you broke, and that when this recession happens, you're going to lose everything, or you're losing everything? Or are you going to say, it doesn't matter if there's a recession or not. I make money every day. I thrive every day. I got good shit every day, you know? So I feel like for me, mostly when I channel, it's my higher self. Or even when I read for some other people, because I started reading for like friends and family before like anybody would pay me. and when I read for them, it was more of a, especially since it was in person, like doing it digitally is new for me. But I always got them to shuffle the cards. I always got them to pick their cards. And I always got them to tell me. Like, it was more of a, let me walk you through this, because I cannot tell you what's in you, you know? Like, that's just how I approach tarot. But when I read, like, generally, I'm literally telling you what's in me, you know? And I feel like, again, that's what most readers do. Most. Sometimes, I wouldn't even say through readings, but more of a, like, when I sit in nature, or if I'm meditating, or if I'm just still, I do feel like I get messages from my ancestors. I do feel like I get messages from my guides. And the more, I've started doing this more recently, but actually practicing that more, or like, how do I want to word it? Like visualizing that more, like sitting alone, because I feel like it just is important to be alone when you do stuff like this, because you don't want other energy kind of bombarding you, or like being in the space when you're trying to decide what's you and what's outside of you. But that's just me. But I try to visualize my ancestors sitting in front of me, or my ancestors sitting with me, or, you know, whatever my spirit guide look like. Like, I try to talk to them more, like, hey, I don't know your name yet, but what's up? You know, like, just in your own way, whatever that looks like for you, you know, just start communicating with them. Like, if it's something that you believe in, it's something that exists. If it's not something that you believe in, obviously it does not exist to you, but that doesn't mean that it does not exist. So if guardian angels or spirit guides are things that you would want to believe in, then they exist. And if you believe that they exist, communicate with them, speak to them, ask them to show you signs, ask them to reveal themselves to you, ask them to tell you their names, you know? That's what I have to say for that. So, yeah, I hope that answers your question. I hope that answers your question. I'm still looking at this makeup masterpiece. What did I create today? Oh, okay. The only thing I worked on today was my client's project, and I started writing down what I want my house to look like. I started writing that down. That's what I'm learning is really a really important step in manifesting anything is to write it down. And I'm not gonna lie, that was dead ass something I was slacking on because I was just like, why do I gotta write it down though? Like my wrist gonna start hurting, my pen gonna run out of ink, and like all of these dumbass excuses. But today I started writing, and I'm not even done. Let me see. Do you have to learn the cards? I feel like that's at your discretion. I feel like that's at your discretion because, like I said earlier, it's literally you looking at a picture and what's the first thing that comes to mind. So matter of fact, let's do one. Let's do this one. This is the Five of Wands. Now, without me telling you rather what this card means in traditional tarot, what would you say that you think that this card means? Just by looking at it. What do you see? What do you feel? I'm gonna hold this up until my wrists start hurting. But for me, okay, without it being silent, I'm gonna just kind of, I don't even want to say anything because I'm gonna just shut up. I'm gonna shut up for like 30 seconds. I'm gonna shut up for 30 seconds, and I want you to tell me what you think this card means. Fighting battles. Okay, what else can it mean to you? Like, what else do you see? Going through battles with multiple people. Okay, perfect. That's basically what this card means. Fighting or defending yourself. Right, that's what this card means. The Five of Wands, to me, is yes, a fight. Yes, it involves other people. Yes, it's defending yourself, or however you will want to see it. I also see it as a challenge or something that needs to be overcome, or people that you may need to overcome, people you may need to stand up to, people you may need to assert yourself with, or maybe other people are asserting themselves with you type of energy. But as we can see, it definitely deals with multiple people, whether you can see those people or not. Because for me, as a reader, you'll kind of develop your own ways of thinking and interpreting things. But for me, the wands are spiritual. So this could also be seen as a spiritual warfare or a spiritual battle. You know, like something that you might not be actually going up to your job and punching somebody in their fucking face, but spiritually, you may be punching somebody in their face. You know what I'm saying? And that's warfare, because now with you even imagining this person like offending you or hurting you or getting on your nerves to a point where now you're picturing you hurting them or physically abusing them, it's only a matter of time before that plays out in your reality, whether it's with this person or not, or with these people or not, you know? But that's exactly what tarot is. Like, let's do another one. What about this one? What do you see? The Three of Pentacles. What you see? what you see. Anybody? Y'all typing? What do you see? Let me switch hands. Creating collectively collaboration. Okay. I can see that. I can see that. What else do you see? Growing. Okay. Okay, I like that. What else do y'all see? Give me one more thing that you see. Think outside the box, even though she's sitting on one. Hey, Vassal! Legendary, I guess it's morning for you now. Legendary morning, Vassal. Since you just popped in, Vassal, what does this card, tell me what you see in this card. A lot of talent. Okay. I like that. I didn't even get that before. I'm going to have to take that. I'm going to have to use that. A lot of talent. Okay, I like that. Focus, conducive workspace. Ooh, I like that too. Successful. Ooh, okay, I see y'all. I see y'all. Flex them intuition muscles. Flex, flex. Yes, legendary morning. Okay, so it is finally morning where you are. India, right? I think you're in India. Let me see. But yeah, so the Three of Pentacles, this card is about working together. It's about collaborating. It's about people putting their skills and talents together, or masterminding, as I like to say. They're masterminding together. Because as we know, while we can create things on our own, if you really want to make a masterpiece, if you really want to make something really worth celebrating, you're going to need a team. You're going to need a team, because you can't do everything by yourself. While you can, it's going to take you so much time. But that's a whole different story. So yes, this is people working together, collaborating together, putting all their skills and talents and shit together. Can you imagine being the model? Like, you got to go model without a phone. You got to go stand here, try to look at yourself in the mirror, draw yourself, coach yourself on how to draw, when to draw. Like, you know, like, it would just be too much, as opposed to all of these people working together. Let me see. It's 8:45 in Texas. Okay, so you are an hour earlier than me. It's 9:45 here. And Atlanta, thank you, Yanni, is 9:45 in Atlanta. But yeah, so that's basically what this card means. Another thing is, as a reader, some readers read in reverse and other readers do not. So for me, I do read in reverse, because I feel like everything, there's duality in life. Like, if there's a positive aspect of this card, there must be a negative aspect of this card. So whenever I read cards, if it comes out in reverse, I read it in reverse. If it comes out upright, I read it upright. And that's why sometimes you'll hear me say, oh shit, it came out sideways, which means that I'm going to read it both ways, because it's something that to me has not been determined yet, or it has not happened yet, or isn't, or you may be on the fence about whatever that thing is. So like, if this came out sideways, you may be on the fence on working with other people, or moving into a space where you're receiving help, or you're giving help, or, you know, like that kind of thing. In reverse is literally everything we just said, but in reverse. So like the opposite. A hostile workplace. People not working together. People not wanting to do their part. People not contributing. You know, it would be that. Two sides to everything. Exactly. And that's how I see it. I personally don't like when readers just read something upright. I feel like that's too... I feel like it's I don't even want to say unrealistic, because I don't like the word unrealistic, because what the fuck is really real if we, you know, make our own thoughts. But for me, it helps me better understand where I am, or what's not working, or what's not working for other people, and what we can do to change that. What actions can we take to move in a different direction? What thoughts can we start thinking about to better our situation? Let me see. And if it's sideways, it's like choosing between the two. Exactly. Let's see. Y'all want to do one more? Y'all want to do one more? Got all this tarot shmoney. All this shmoney. Let me stop. Let me see. What would be another one? What we talk about today? Another one. Any request on cards to do? How many cards do y'all know? Let me see. Alright, if y'all have a request, I'm gonna pick one more. So y'all let me know what y'all want to do. Drop some fire if you're ready. I'm cooking. Damn, let me see. Alright. So, I'm going to pick the Fool. What do you see in this card? What does this card mean to you? Right here, right now. So another thing I like about tarot is that you start to see different things when you feel different things. Or when you experience different things, or even when different cards are like next to each other, and you'll get like a whole new outlook on a card that you may have seen one way for a long time. So y'all tell me, what do y'all see in this card? I see peace and opening up more to things. Okay, I like that. I like that. What else do you see? Peace and opening up to things. Okay. Being free. All right. All right. Legendary. Love it. Love it. We got one more. Finding yourself. Ooh. Girl, you on it. You better. you better. You, girl. Let me see. Companionship. Brand new day. Yes. Yes. I love it. I love it. These are perfect. Y'all are basically fucking on it. Y'all are basically on it. We're saying the same thing in a lot of different ways. Everything y'all said is the Fool. The Fool is about new beginnings. The Fool is about taking a leap of faith, stepping out into the unknown, going for some shit. Like when you just, the Fool to me is fuck it, let's go. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Fuck it, like let's have fun. Like the Fool is fuck it to me. The Fool is let's have fun. Let's go on an adventure. Let's see things in a whole new way. Let's do something brand new. Like let's go to a new place. Let's go to a new, I don't fucking know. Let's jump off this whole fucking cliff. It could also be seen in reverse as being careless or being reckless or not being discerning, not listening to yourself, or avoiding these things, avoiding a new beginning, not wanting to move in a new direction, not wanting to take the leap of faith, being stuck, being stagnant, being sad even, you know? But you see how easy that is for you to just see the picture and to just determine how you feel. And depending on how you feel when you read the cards will also determine what you see. Because whatever, again, but tarot deals a lot with your intuition, what is inside of you. So if you are feeling bad, chances are whatever you see in the cards is going to be bad unless you disrupt that, or you take the time to try to see something different or try to move in a different direction. So that's why sometimes when I read, you'll see that I try to avoid like things that may be bad or things that I don't really want to experience. But sometimes you do just have to deal with whatever that thing is, you know? And dealing with it first, then we can determine an alternate route or an alternate way of doing something. Because I feel like just trying to not see it for what it is it's not helpful. It's like avoiding it. But it's like avoiding like the big boss. Like if y'all play video games, I love video games. But like let's say you playing a game and you get to the end and you're trying to beat the fucking boss. But you just keep running away from the boss instead of trying to figure out what you need to do to beat it. If that makes sense. Oh, hey, Buckle Jamar. Legendary evening. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. We were talking about a lot of stuff. I'm basically wrapping it up now, though. So y'all let me know, though. I will wait. If y'all have any more questions for me tonight that I can answer. And Rochelle, if you enjoyed that, and even Yanni, since you participated, if y'all enjoyed that, that can be something that we do more often, where we practice and learn tarot together, because I feel like I can learn a lot from what y'all see. Y'all can learn a lot from what I see. And then even if you read for yourself, if you read for other people, again, we have more ways of seeing something, which is glorious, because the more ways you have to see something, the more options you have, the more abundant your life will be. Right. So y'all let me know if y'all have any more questions for me. I'm gonna wait for a second. Let me see. You could go live and pull 3 cards per live or something like that, and we can dissect it. Okay, I like that. We could do that. In terms of what we see, colors, numbers, etc. I do like that. I do like that. And then we can explore all the different decks. That would be really fun, because, oh, since you are starting, Rochelle, the original tarot deck is called the Rider-Waite tarot deck, or the Rider-Waite deck. Like this deck is a Rider-Waite deck. Let me see. I think so you can see it. Rider Tarot Collection. And this is basically the first person that made tarot, or like they made a tarot deck. This is how they depicted it. So a lot of people who actually read the actual meaning of cards, because every card does technically have a meaning. That, oh my god, that's a spider. Here we go with spiders. Didn't I say spider in my shit? Let me see. I was thinking that too. Okay, bet. That let's do that then. Let's do that. And we can experiment with different decks, because that would be fun. That would be fun. And another thing about decks, like when you go to look for one, although most people who go with like the traditional meanings of each card, they'll refer to the Rider-Waite deck. But for the most part, people do exactly what we just did, where they look at the card, they use their intuition, they use their discernment, and they say what they see, they say what they feel. And that's all there is. That's all there is. So really kind of combining those two things, sometimes combining what the traditional meanings could mean and your intuition is really helpful. That's something that I do a lot, especially when I am unable to kind of access my intuition or understand how I feel completely. Let me see, where do we find them or get them? What, tarot decks? Oh, girl, you could probably go on Amazon. If you're more of an in-person kind of person, you could probably look up like a spiritual or crystal store near you, and a lot of times they'll have them there. It'd probably be cheaper for real on like Amazon and stuff, but online for real, you just search, tarot deck, and there's so many different ones. Like there's this Jack Skellington one that I want. It's like a Disney one, and I love Disney even though it's dark as fuck. Let me see. The way you said "oh girl" for me, oh my god. I mean, I just, it's a quick Google search, tarot decks for sale, tarot decks near me, just like anything. But the first deck I bought, I did want to buy it in person. I did want to pick it out in person. And that deck I've been wanting to use. I'm going to have to get a new one because I lost some of the cards. Whew. So, yeah, I lost some of the cards. But I love that deck. Let me see. It sounded funny. Okay. Yeah, I had seen Hella and I was like, what the hell? Yeah. I mean, I really like this one. This is the deck I've been using pretty much every day. It's called the Modern Witch Tarot deck. And honestly, I first bought it because, okay, it's a black girl on the cover. Like, fuck you mean? Like, her buns look like my buns. So that's pretty much why I got this one. But I really like it. But the only thing I don't like about this deck is it's like a love-hate. I have a love-hate with it. Is that is all female. Which I have a love-hate relationship with. But there's that. Like I said, this deck, the Rider-Waite deck, I bought this one because I like that it was gold, but it's like hard to kind of see in the camera for real. But I like that it's like shiny and reflective, but it's mad slippery. Let me see. I've seen that one too. I really like this deck, the Modern Witch Tarot deck. Like I really like this deck. And then I have a couple more, but they're like in the garage. It's one that I really like. I'm gonna have to put it in the story or something because I can't recall what it's called. I want to say it's called Starman Tarot or the Starman Tarot. And I bought it because the pictures, oh my gosh, are so vibrant, like so cool that like I just had to get it. But when I got it at that time, I was still kind of new to tarot and it was just too much going on in the pictures for me to really kind of understand it or to get it, if that makes sense. So to begin or to start, I wouldn't recommend getting a deck that has too much going on. Let me see. I wonder if it's a different feeling with the cards. It is. And that's one thing I want to start kind of doing as a reader, where you shift between decks, but like the more you work with the deck, you'll start to develop an energy with it, or you'll start to develop associations with, again, your personal experience or things that you have imagined with these cards. And then as you move to another deck, like you'll get a whole different interpretation of things because usually the pictures are different. The whole vibe is different. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find. Like, that's why I kind of try to show y'all, especially when two of the same cards come out, like it's the same card, but it looks different or is shown differently or is depicted differently. So like, let me see if I can find, oh, boom, the moon. In the moon. And this moon, we have these two girls butt-ass naked and then this shadow thing, right? And this moon is kind of hard to see, but you see like two dogs and like a scorpion looking thing in the water. But it's the same card, two different decks. You could probably get two different interpretations from both of these, right? But in general, the moon means the unknown, or things being revealed that are dark, or things being revealed that were in the dark. In both of them, we can see a path that leads to God knows where the fuck, into like these dark spaces, these dark places. And both depictions, we can see water. But then in some decks, it doesn't look like this at all. Both of these decks, well, this deck is the original tarot deck. This deck is based off of this deck. So there will be a lot of decks like that where they have very similar depictions of the original. There are some decks that don't look nothing like these. You know what I'm saying? But it's still their moon card or their interpretation of the moon. So you'll have a lot of fun for real, like having decks and shopping for decks. But I would recommend using one first for a while until you get comfortable with like hearing yourself. Because that's what intuition is, well, not intuition, but tarot is really about. Like, it's you flexing your muscle of being able to hear yourself, understand yourself, hear your tuition. What is the first thing that comes to mind when you see this card? What is the first thing that catches your attention? Why is it catching your attention? What are you hearing? What are you seeing? Let me see. So that's clarification. Pretty much. Same name, but different pictures. That's crazy. I've noticed that. I wonder if it's a different feeling with the cards. Yeah. Same thing, different pictures. And again, that just stems off of the creators and what they see. Because you can make a tarot deck right now. If I say the moon, you know, what is the moon for you? But a lot of times, again, although people make different depictions, a lot of it will be based in or stem from the original tarot deck. So in the original tarot deck, the moon is about illusions, secrets, or venturing into the unknown, things being revealed, things that, like your mom, you know, like, or things that are uncovered. So even in knowing that, or just having that brief description without even seeing the card, you could probably have your own picture in mind, and you just write that down, or you draw that out, or whatever the case may be. Like, matter of fact, I started making my own tarot deck, y'all. I feel like I said this. I don't know if I said it to y'all, but I started making my own tarot deck. I need to finish it. And what I did was I started using my favorite musical artists, and I put each of them on a tarot card, like whatever vibe I got from their music, to associate them with a card. Like the Magician. This is the Magician card. The Magician is someone who can manifest anything from what they have. For that card, I put Russ. I don't know if y'all know the artist Russ. I fucking love Russ. Like, he's that nigga. He's a legend. But I put him on that card, like some sad boy music. I put for some of the like sad cards, you know, and like the project for me at that time got really overwhelming. I started getting back into it. I made Wiz Khalifa like the Prince of Swords, because, you know, swords is about mental and your thoughts and clarity, and that nigga smoke a lot, and I'm like, you know, well, I think a lot when I'm high. I don't know about y'all. You might not smoke. You're a little young. But I can't even say that because I started at like 15, so you never know. But, and then like the King of Swords, I made like J. Cole. You know, like some of my favorite artists. Pink, I made the Hanged One, because she did this performance one time where she was like hanging upside down. I was like, oh shit, that's cool. Oh shit, that's cool. But in the Hanged One, let me see if I can find the card. In the Hanged One, it's this person that, matter of fact, I think we got that card today. It's this person is hanging, pretty much suspended in midair, that is either stuck or they have an idea on how to get out of being stuck. Let me see. Here we go. I need to finish that deck. So my depiction of the Hanged One doesn't look like this. My depiction of the Hanged One is pink with a microphone hanging upside down with fucking water dripping everywhere. You know, and like you'll get something different from my picture than you will from this. But they both are the Hanged One energy. So they both kind of still have that basic underlining, being stuck, being enlightened, needing to move on a situation, or, you know, the lack thereof. Let me see. Yeah, I just got done smoking. Girl, don't blame you, but I'm out. I'm out. It's okay. But wow, not Spider Spirit after I just saw Spider. Make your dreams real. But yeah, I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you. And if there are any questions that I can answer that you have, I will be more than happy to do so. We're going to have to have our study sessions. I don't know what day. For now, they're going to be random. For now. But yeah, like if y'all have any more questions for me, I'm going to wrap it up and play some Mobile Legends and get some food in my system. Because now I'm hungry. And you smoked a little bit and I'm a little bit jealous. I'm a little bit. Just a little bit. But yeah. Let me see. It's the fallout for me, girl. This is real life. This is my real life. but yeah. Y'all have any more questions? If you don't have no more questions, drop some fire. Drop me some little fire things to be going up, or drop me some fire in the comments. Cause I think the little bubbles come faster than the comments, but I'm not sure. Cause y'all be telling me it's a lag. I be trying to wait for y'all, and then I be like, bruh. Okay, that fire. Okay. You, Rochelle, you have any more questions for me? Jeez. Ooh, damn. Y'all heard that? It's not like every bone I had then cracked the fuck up. God damn. Okay, so y'all don't have no more questions. So I hope that y'all enjoyed this random live. How long was this? Who know when I started? I don't know. I will post this on YouTube. We'll see how that goes. Thank you so much for being here with me. I love you. I appreciate you. I really didn't even expect to do all of this, but I had fun. And if I wasn't hungry, I could probably go a little bit longer. But yeah, so until next time, you are truly legendary. I love you, and I will see you later.